Script: The lifestyle of the Earl of Reading. Narrator: In the grand tapestry of 19th-century Britain, few figures embodied the aristocratic splendor and political influence of the time like the Earl of Reading. A nobleman whose life spanned both privilege and responsibility, the Earl's lifestyle was a fascinating blend of opulence, power, and duty. Scene fades into a majestic estate, lush gardens, and elegant buildings. Narrator: Born into the aristocracy, the Earl of Reading was a member of the English peerage, a class defined by both wealth and societal influence. His days began at the crack of dawn, with the rustle of servants preparing the household for the day ahead. The estate, often sprawling across acres of land, was a symbol of his wealth, its grand halls adorned with fine tapestries, portraits, and antiques, and its gardens cultivated with the utmost care. Scene shows a grand breakfast table, filled with rich foods. Narrator: Breakfast, a leisurely affair, was a lavish spread, often featuring meats, eggs, fruits, and freshly baked bread. The Earl dined in the company of family and guests, exchanging pleasantries and discussing matters of business or politics. The lifestyle of the time was one of comfort, but also of heavy responsibility, as the Earl was often called upon to represent his peers in political or social settings. Cut to the Earl in a study, poring over documents. Narrator: In the afternoon, the Earl would retreat to his study, a room filled with books, letters, and important documents. Political engagement was a significant part of his life. The Earl of Reading, in particular, became a prominent figure in law and government. He was a trusted advisor, often making key decisions that would influence the nation's trajectory. His legal expertise was a cornerstone of his reputation. Scene transitions to a grand ball or gathering. Narrator: By evening, the Earl's estate would come alive with social gatherings. The aristocracy of the time often hosted grand balls, where the elite would mingle, dance, and discuss matters of the day. The Earl, with his sharp wit and impeccable manners, was a popular figure in such circles. His attire, always refined, often a custom-tailored suit, complete with a waistcoat and cravat, was a symbol of his status. Cut to a nighttime scene of the Earl in deep conversation with influential guests. Narrator: As the night wore on, discussions would grow more serious, with talks of politics, law, and the future of the empire taking center stage. The Earl was deeply involved in philanthropic efforts as well, funding causes and institutions that aligned with his beliefs. Scene fades to a final shot of the estate as the night settles in. Narrator: Thus was the life of the Earl of Reading, a delicate balance of wealth, power, and duty, all set within the confines of the English aristocracy. His legacy endures not only in the grandeur of his lifestyle but in the lasting impact he made on the laws and institutions of Britain.